couldn't read or write until he turned 18. And so he has done quite well for himself. Well done, Jason. We are absolutely proud of you. So 2 stories down in the bag. The fact that there's cash. If you did not hear it before, let me whisper it in your ears again. There's cash. Just go to your banks and find out. And let me know how that's working. Because I hear some ATM cards are still not, they have been, some ATMs are declining some ATM cards. And you know the banks, right? Just take a wild guess. Meanwhile, did you know that the cash scarcity that plagues Nigeria from January till March, some people are saying 2 months, it's not 2 months, it was from January till March. Do you know that it affected business activities, as the February electronic payments have shown that the volume of transactions increased significantly? So while we could not buy things, easy spending, we couldn't use our money to physically just exchange stuff, we're doing a lot of e-transactions. So there's a data here that says e-transactions increased by 121%. As in, have you ever heard of that kind of volume before? That's a 70% increase in volume at a 7.8% increase of transactions between January and February this year. 121% increase. Everybody's now online. Everybody, I remember a few years ago when online transactions became the norm in Nigeria, and there was a lot of scams. There was a lot of, some people had it good, some people were sincere and honest, but we had the bad eggs who infiltrated the process and made it really frustrating, and people just abandoned, not well abandoned totally, but they still preferred, let me see the goods, let us exchange cash. It's way better than you show me online, and then it became a meme, what I ordered versus what I got, right? So but then we don't have a choice right now in Nigeria, and we've had to stick with e-transactions, and so it's a good thing. Are we growing? Are we at a standstill? Well, all that one is left for the economists to decide. So that's one story down. And let me see, what other story did I highlight for this week? Okay, I found this one, and I found it very intriguing because the story is 2 days old. Yeah, how I missed it. The story was actually published 2 days ago, Tuesday, the 13th of March. And how come nobody's talking about it? I didn't hear of it until today. So I thought, okay, in fact, it was... it was this story that actually inspired that, okay, some stories actually did slip through the cracks this week. The first story I mentioned was the story of cash, right? We know that one has been in our faces for so long. Nobody's bothered with it. The second story I mentioned was the story of Jason. But this particular one, this story, the Nigerian Communications Commission on Tuesday evening released a list of harmonized short codes for mobile networks in the country. And according to the NCC, that's the Nigerian Communications Commission, this development means that the users of MTN, Airtel, 9Mobile, and Glo Mobile networks will carry out the services their individual network providers provide with the same short codes. Let me speak it in pidgin. Let me make it easy. It means that all these networks that I mentioned, all of them don't have to use separate codes. A few weeks ago, someone was asking me, do you know 9Mobile's how to check account balance? Not that I don't know, I probably have never heard of it because I don't use 9Mobile. It's the same thing for someone who uses Airtel and doesn't use MTN. They'll say, oh, I don't know, but have you tried star 111 or have you tried star 180? Some what they call these codes, they are popular because they've been around for a while. But over time, people they barely was that word. Checking account balance before you even, once you make a call, automatically the prompt comes. You have just used so amount. You've just, So anyway, the NCC has been able to speak with all the telecom providers in Nigeria, and so the codes are given by the new codes are all, what's that word now? They're going to uniform. They are going to unify it such that all of them have just the one code. So in a couple of minutes, I'll read out those codes to you, but I want that to sink in first. Did you know of the story before? Had you heard about it? What do you think of it? I'd really love to hear back from you. 0818 22 22 206. Is this a big deal to you, or do you find that it's not something that you like? I'd really like to hear back from you on that. And so, according to the NCC, this initiative is essential to make life essentially to make life easy for you and I, and it is easier for Nigerians to memorize single codes for various services across all mobile networks that we use. So, whether you use MTN, whether you use Airtel, whether you use 9 Mobile, whether you use Glow, I'll try to remember. Yeah, so I've said all of that, Abby. All of that will be much easier for you to use. Did I mention that there are 13 codes? So the commission approved 13 short codes that every mobile network will use. So here we go. The first one is 300. If you want to reach the call center help desk on all mobile networks, if you used to use Airtel, I think it used to be 121. If it was MTN, it was 180. Yeah? Okay. I don't remember any other one. I'm ashamed to say. And, for a long time, Airtel, they've been on this table that is shaking. Airtel was so unreliable. You call the center and they play music for you for hours. And guess what? It's not even toll free. MTN, we still could bear with them, right? When you call 180, give them a few seconds. They'll even tell you, someone will attend to you shortly, right? 180, their standard, it did not fall. I like that he kept on with that. So, but going forward, if you want to reach the call center help desk, maybe you loaded credits and you came back and made 0 accounts, everybody now has to dial 300. If you want to reach the call center on any mobile networks, either from Airtel or from MTN or from Etisalat. Okay, Etisalat is 9 Mobile, or from Glow, I beg your pardon. Yeah, so 9 MTN, Glow, 9 Mobile, Airtel. The number to dial is 300. Now, if you want to drop voicemail for anyone, I don't know if voicemail is quite popular here. I don't know how many people do it. The funny thing, I know on Airtel, I used to do it before when I called someone. In fact, these days, I actually receive more voicemails than sending them. They'll tell you that so number dialed you while you were away and they left a message. I haven't done a lot of voicemail. In fact, I can't remember when last, I tried that service. So, but if you want to leave a voicemail for anyone, by the way, are voicemails free? I'll check and, find out. The number to dial is 301. If you want to leave a voicemail for anyone, the number is 301. And then 302 is if you want to listen to the voice message that someone sent to you that you received, that's 302. Then if you want to borrow airtime, then go de borrow, then go de denge. Okay, it's not then go de borrow, it's then go de pause, right? So if you want to borrow airtime or data on any other services on your network, or that that your network offers, any other services that your network offers, to borrow is 303, right? And then to stop any service, if you are going to sign up for one tariff plan, let's say you signed up for, what was that MTN thing? Cool browsing, cool something, MTN cool at night. If you want to sign up for that tariff plan, or you're no longer interested in it, you want something else, to do that, you maybe caller tunes, right? The number is 305. I'm sure all of this information is on all of these websites, but I'm just highlighting the 13 short codes that have been harmonized by the NCC for all the telecommunications networks here in Nigeria. That's from MTN, Glow, 9 Mobile, Airtel. Have you tried it? I haven't tried it. I'm going to do all of this. I'm going to explore today as well. So I mentioned 300 to call the call center on any mobile network. I mentioned 301 if you want to leave a voicemail for anyone. I also mentioned if you want to listen to your voice message which was sent to you, the one you received, is 302. If you want to borrow airtime or data, is 303. Then if you don't want any tariff plan again, 305 across board, just type 305. I think you send stop, right? Then if you want to check your accounts, you want to be sure that your account is balancing well, it's 310, right? If you want to buy airtime, I think this stops all the star, the ones that banks used to do, star 737, star 901. Maybe that's why none of them have been working. Maybe this is what they've been working in the background, right? So to buy airtime is 311. And then if you want to buy data across all networks, just dial 323. I beg your pardon, I did not send me a star. to share your to what's that word? If you want to buy data, that's where I stopped. So data is 312, and then if you want to share services is 321. If you want to check your data plan balance, that one is different, right? You do 323, and then if you want to check if your SIM, that's your SIM card, is linked to your NIN, dial star 996, right? And then let me see. There's something called 2442. That is for do not disturb. That is if you get unsolicited. Sometimes you don't have this network people, they will send you message. Somebody is trying to call me. Because no, which one it is are you calling about? 0818 22 22 206. 0818 22 22 205. So which one of the stories have I mentioned that caught your attention this week, or which one are you hearing for the first time? Which one would you like clarification on? That's what I'm talking. That's the perspectives I'm taking this afternoon, to look at stories that fell through the cracks, that maybe did not make headlines due to the political year that we're in right now. We're talking about political candidates, we're talking about gubernatorial elections, we're talking about Supreme Court. So these stories are fighting for attention on the pages of our newspapers, online. And so I have taken my time to curate the stories and bring them to your attention. So I'd love to hear your feedback. 0818 22 22 206. 0818 22 22 205. What do you do? What do you think? Do you like what all the mobile networks have done, that they've merged into one? Is that cool? Does that make it easy? Because I know the ultimate goal is to make life easy for everybody, right? And so I mentioned the last one. If you want to port from one network, I don't port to, this is Saka. If you want to port from one network to another, all you need to do is just send the short code 3232. That's 3232 from wherever it is you are to wherever you're going. By the way, it has not started. It starts on the 17th of May, right? So we still have a couple of weeks, about 8 more weeks till we get to we have about 8 more weeks till all these things are launched. So I guess this is a time when Nigerians can say, do we support it? Is this something, but consumers can use all the you can use all the what they call it. You can use all your other codes right now, and I think you can the new ones until May 17th, 2023, right? So mobile networks have switched to the new code. Let me see. Airtel has already started to create awareness about it. Yeah, they've sent messages. They're doing a lot of promotions about it, and so that's about the mobile networks. So I have another story here. Let me see. Okay, so. I found, and okay, I have a call. Hello, good afternoon.
I just say you don't want to pick my call today.
Okay, finally, the call just came through. Actually, I did hear him, but I know see him.
Let's go. No, the bad jobs.
Good afternoon. How's your day going?
Fine. You are alone.
Nah, only me waka come.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's doing all.
So which story resonates with you of all this?
My name is Patrick.
Yeah, Patrick, thank you so much. I know say na you. You know go gather all your community people, made they call. Like now, I know say no be only you day. Tell them say we want to hear from them now.
They will call. Yeah.
Yes, please go on.
The one that caught my attention is when you talk about cash, that cash is available.
Yeah, so bros, you never go to your bank.
I never go back. Cash is available.
You feel send me, I will go on that errand.
Oh, okay. No, I don't like sending people that are bogus. Yeah.
But apparently there's a cap on it. I think you can withdraw only 5,000 naira or there, but I'm not sure. But a couple of people are saying them.
5,000 naira is not enough now.
It's not enough.
If I withdraw 5,000 naira now,
before you get down,
I enter one restaurant. Hell, I will blow that 5,000 naira.
That's why I say go and cook in your house. No, okay, you go chop for a restaurant before then talk say you're not patronizing our people again.
Let me just say this.
Okay.
For the benefit of us all and for the benefit of our nation.
Yeah.
Well, this Mr. President was during the military regime.
Yeah.
He tried doing the same thing.
Yeah.
He designed the currency.
Yeah.
So one would have expected that now in democracy, he could have, the mistake he made,
would have corrected it. Yeah.
He could have just rectified it.
Yeah.
And I wonder what the CBN governor was thinking. So if Mr. President said, Mr. CBN governor, I want to redesign the naira.
Yeah.
I expected the CBN governor, as somebody working for Mr. President and Nigeria, to first of all go back to see that attempt made by the current president
in the 1984.
Yes, go back there. What was the mistake?
Exactly.
What did he do wrong? So before he bring it here, now he redesign it and ask Nigerians all to take their old naira notes back to them.
Yeah.
And so far so good. You see, we are having reversal. That's the reason why you are seeing this
back and forth.
This back and forth confusion.
Yes.
Because